Hello everyone, this is ToadinWonderland. Welcome back to more of Pokemon Stadium 2. Last time we had left off, I had completed, well, the trainer class battles, as well as showing off the lecture and what the wisdom tests were. This time I am going to do the gym leader class trainer battles. So let's go ahead and get started. The number one thing you'll notice is there's only 5 trainers for this particular class. So that's nice, there's not as many battles to go through. This time the battles are going to get more interesting. We're going to have to use more specific moves to be able to defeat the opponents this time. And we're going to start with the Pokemaniac, Joseph. Status problems is what he's going to go over. And as before, you can always look at the hint, which is one of Earl's lectures that ties in with what the battle's theme is. But I'm going to go ahead and start the battle. So we got our first skill test of the gym leader class. Did you know that there are conditions that are similar to status problems? Yes, I did. And what he's talking about is moves that are not indicated on the screen that you have received a special condition. And what that means is, like, when your Pokemon's been confused or under the influence of a tract, it's not going to be indicated on the screen, but you're still going to have that status condition anyway. And then the other status conditions are normally displayed, such as paralyze / paralysis, or poison, or sleep. Those are indicated on the screen. But yeah, those are the two types of status problems, those indicated and those that aren't. Anyway, we have a team of normal Pokemon, but as he described, he's going to have status-induced moves. They're all female. His Pokemon is. But for this team, let me look at the moves here. We have Attract, Confuse, Ray, and Waterfall with you. Executor has Stun Spore, Toxic, Hypnosis. Ghastly has Attract, Hypnosis, Dream Eater. Butterfree has Stun Spore, Poison Powder, Sleep Powder. Raichu has Attract, Sweet Kiss, and Thunder Punch. And Jumpluff has Stun Spore, Toxic, Sleep Powder. The number one hint with this battle is you want to use all the Pokemon that have the move Attract. So that would be Lantern, Ghastly, and Raichu. They're all normal types, so it really doesn't matter which one I start with. I guess I'm going to start with Ghastly, then Lantern, and then Raichu. Even though Ghastly's a ghost type, it has a psychic move, which is Dream Eater. Hypnosis and Dream Eater works as a very good combination. And because Ghastly's a ghost type, they're going to have normal moves and aren't going to be able to hit me. At least I don't think they will be able to. We'll find out soon enough. Let's go ahead and use Attract, because I'm a male and that Stantler's a female. Ghastly has very high speed, so I'll definitely go first for sure. Attraction kept Stantler from attacking. Okay, so now it's time for Plan B, Hypnosis and Dream Eater. Assuming that Hypnosis will hit it. Hypnosis only has 55% accuracy. Oh good, it did fall asleep. And since it's sleeping, I am able to use the move Dream Eater. At the time, this was one of the strongest Psychic type moves because its power was 100. It works only on sleeping Pokemon though, as the description also says. And it also steals the target's HP and adds 50% of it to the user's HP. So that's a nice bonus that you get out of it. But yeah, the target must be sleeping for it to work. The same applies with similar moves, Nightmare and Snore. Those are two other sleep moves. They only work if your opponent's asleep. Oh, it must have been trying to use Sleep Talk, because it was prompted like it was going to attack. But it said Attraction kept it from attacking. So I'm glad I used Attract. Stantler woke up. And it used Thief. Am I even holding an item? Oh, but it's going to be super effective since I'm a ghost type. Hypnosis again, because it has to be sleeping. Oh good, it did work. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Hypnosis is the fact that it only has 55% accuracy. I'll go ahead and show that. Or no, it's 60. Sorry, scratch that. I don't know why I thought it was 55. I think I'm thinking of Supersonic or something. But yeah, Hypnosis has accuracy of 60. That's still pretty low, though, for a sleep-induced move. I'd rather have Spore, which is actually one of the best sleep-inducing moves, because it's 100% accurate. But very few Pokemon actually learn that move, so that's a pity. Okay, what is your next Pokemon going to be? Clefable. I think some people pronounce it Clefable, but again, I'm not big on the pronunciation, so I don't really care. I've always called it Clefable, though. And we use Attract first. Oh, but it's still going to hit us with Fire Punch. Which did some damage. Let's see if we can use Hypnosis Dream Eater again. It's a shame the Gengar doesn't have that combination for the Reynolds. I like how Clefable made a different noise when it fell asleep. Instead of the snoring sound, it has like a more feminine sounding to it as it's sleeping. I just think that's kind of neat how they had a variation for that. Its dream was eaten. So, no more sweet dreams for you. I don't know why, but that makes me think of the Grinch on that movie when he's taking all the, I think they're supposed to represent like sugar plums or something in the child's dream, and he like snatches them all away. All the sweet dreams were eaten, and it woke up, but Attraction kept it from attacking. So let's use Hypnosis yet again. Clefable fell asleep yet again. And let's use Dream Eater. And Clefable fainted. I missed what that comment was, but he had like a really ridiculous face there. That Pokemaniac. And his last Pokemon is Kangaskhan. So, what can we do to take you out? Well, Kangaskhan's always female, so let's use Attract. And Kangaskhan has been attracted. It's going to try to use Bite against me, though. And it's super effective. Well, let's see if Ghastly can pull off another Hypnosis Dream Eater sweep. You are fast asleep. And Kangaskhan has its little kin still in the pouch. Kangaskhan is supposed to be like a kangaroo Pokemon. I don't think that's what the Pokédex describes it as, though. I don't think it has a description of a kangaroo. But that's what it looks like, just by looking at it, you can see that. Oh, it must have been trying to use Sleep Talk as well. Why, those sneaks, even though it hasn't worked, they still have them trying to use Sleep Talk. Sleep Talk lets them still use a random move while they're sleeping. It's one of the moves they already know, though. Use Bite, which is super effective against Ghastly. I thought for sure I would have been good against them because Ghastly was a ghost Pokemon and normal type moves don't harm Ghastly, but normal Pokemon can still know other moves. Oh, the lucky thing was able to bite me again. Let's see if we can pull this off. And Hypnosis missed the last time. Given its accuracy, though, that's understandable. Doesn't surprise me, actually. Let's see, another Dream Eater. How many more sweet dreams can you eat? Well, enough to knock out Kangaskhan. And yes, Kangaskhan sounds like Genghis Khan, I already know that as well. And with that, the battle was over. I didn't even have to use any of my other 2 Pokemon. That was nice. But yeah, for this battle you want to use Ghastly, Lantern, and Raichu, because all 3 of them have Attract, and they have status-inducing moves in addition to their normal moves. So as I said, they give them better moves, at least for the Gym Leader class. And with that, the Pokemaniac Joseph has been beaten. We can move on to the next trainer. Kimono Girl Naomi. I actually know a girl with that name. Well, more than one girl. A couple people I know with that name. And we're going to combine items and moves, so let's go ahead and battle her. I'll start with Murkrow. Oh, well, thank you for letting me know about your starter Pokemon. Given that she revealed her first Pokemon, that gives us a little bit of direction to go with our team. Okay, on our team we have Primeape, Mankey, Poliwhirl, Nidoking, Poliwrath, and Politoed. Well, let's see, we're looking at the stats. Primeape has a Bitter Berry, even though it has the move Thrash. So yeah, you definitely want to look at the items that these Pokemon have. Poliwhirl has Mint Berry. Politoed has Miracle Berry. Poliwrath and Nidoking. Okay, well, here's what the thing is. Primeape, Mankey, and Nidoking have Thrash. However, Primeape has a Bitter Berry, and what the move Thrash does is after the tantrum is over, it'll go on for 2 or 3 turns. The Pokemon normally becomes confused, but because Primeape has a Bitter Berry, the confusion will be healed. So that's the added effect you get out of that. And Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, and Politoed have the same moves, Belly Drum, Rest, and Mud Slap. However, Poliwhirl and Politoed have the Mint Berry and the Miracle Berry. Rest will restore all HP, but the Mint Berry will wake them up, as well as the Miracle Berry, which heals any status condition. So we want to use Primeape, Poliwhirl, and Politoed. I'm going to go ahead and start with Politoed. Well, hold on a second. No, I am not going to start with Politoed, because she said she's going to start with Murkrow. If you remember, Murkrow is a flying Pokemon, so Mud Slap is not going to damage it. We have to use Primeape. So Primeape's our first choice, and then we have Poliwhirl and Politoed. So, with those 3 Pokemon selected, and what do you want, kitty? My cat's making more noise again. He's good company to keep in my room, but he does need to stop interrupting me. He's just getting attention now. Anyway, we got Murkrow. All we can do is Thrash. So we will go ahead and do that. Murkrow is Feint Attack. It's not going to do much damage, but Feint Attack will never miss, no matter what. But as I said, we are going to use the move Thrash. And as you've seen, I wasn't even prompted for another choice to select a move again because I'm in Thrash mode, basically. Because Thrash will go on for 2 to 3 turns. And it's going to go on for another turn yet, so I got lucky that time. Again, not very effective, and here's the 3rd Thrash. And after that, normally the Pokemon gets confused, but it got rid of its confusion with Bitter Berry. Sweet! Okay, now we can use Thrash yet again. Even though I used Thrash for 3 turns, the PP only went down by 1, so keep that in mind. And PP is the power points, meaning that is the number of times you can use that move, and when it runs out, you can no longer use it. It is restored between battles, though, but we have different Pokemon here in this case, so it doesn't even really matter between battles. Anyway, we took out Murkrow. Now she's using Gengar. So Primeape has become useless, unfortunately, because Thrash will not do any damage to Gengar. If its frustration doesn't take it out. See, it doesn't affect Gengar. I told ya! And I'm still in Thrash mode. So yeah, it's going to take my Primeape out. Primeape had fainted. Okay, I'm going to pick Politoed next. It doesn't really matter which one I pick, both Pokemon are good, Poliwhirl and Politoed. Politoed, I think, is a little bit better stat-wise, though, if I remember right. The first thing I'm going to do is Belly Drum. And Frustration did not do that much damage to me. Belly Drum. Your attack stat will be maxed out, but it does take away half of your HP. And I'm going to use Mud Slap here really quick. Okay, yeah, even if it critical hit, I still would have survived. And Gengar does go first, so I'm going to have to use this move next. It is now time to use the move Rest. And normally you stay asleep for 2 turns. I think it is 2 turns for rest. But Politoed had a Miracle Berry, so it was able to recover using that. It woke right back up. So now I can keep using Mud Slap with that attack stat gain and full HP again. Well, I did have full HP. You know what I mean now. But Mud Slap is doing much more damage now thanks to the Belly Drum move. Not only that, its accuracy's been lowered. I doubt it's gonna miss me, though. Yeah, the reason you did not want to lead with Poliwhirl or Politoed is because Mud Slap would have done no damage to them. Or to it, I mean. And both Poliwhirl and Politoed have that as their only attacking move. So, leading with them would have been a disaster, actually. You still gotta use them, though, for this battle, because that's the strategy involved. And we have Magcargo now. It's Fire and Rock, so it's double weak to Mud Slap. So this will do quadruple damage to it. However, Magcargo does have a very high defense. I do remember that about it. Slugma does not, so when it evolves, its defense skyrockets. Both Slugma and Magcargo are very slow, though. They do have pretty poor speed stats. That's their only downfall. But nonetheless, we took it out. And with that, that is the end of the battle. So, for that battle, if you missed it, the 3 Pokemon you need to use are Primeape, Poliwhirl, and Politoed, and you must lead with Primeape, because that's the only Pokemon that can damage Murkrow. I dislike brutes who combine items and moves. I don't want to play with you. Well, too bad. That was the strategy needed to defeat you. Yes, that was beautiful. Thank you, Earl.